Now viewers, I'm very much excited because we are gonna make apple pie और मुझे खुद भी बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है. So what are the ingredients and how we're gonna make it?
Well, first off, we're doing a little bit of a shortcut, but frankly, it's one of these things that I think all of us need these kinds of shortcuts now and then. So we have a pie crust that's ready made right here. And then the next step, of course, are the apples. You can take red apples, you can take green ones, but take about 1 kilo of apples and slice them up. Okay, so we've got them sliced here. To the apples, we're going to add about 3/4 of a cup of sugar.
What's next?
Okay, then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon here. So there's 1, 2.
2 teaspoon हमने डाले हैं दालचीनी.
And I'm just going to stir this all up so that you want all the apples to get coated with the mixture of cinnamon and sugar. One of the things that happens when you cook apple pie is that all of the juice from the apples come out, and so you need to thicken the mixture so that when all that liquid comes out, it starts to make that thicker kind of yummy, cinnamony, sweet gel that goes around the apples. And so to do that, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of flour. Okay, so we've got our apples and we're just going to put them into the apple pie crust here. Okay, so as you see, we just took maybe 2 tablespoons altogether of butter, and we've just dotted the top with the butter. And as that melts, it'll just melt down and into all of those juices. All right, let's get the crust and then we'll roll it out and do our top on it.
So what are we going to do with it?
Now we're going to do the top to the pie. So some pies you don't need to do tops for, some you do. And so it's usually with the fruit pies, we try and put something on the top. So what I've done is we've got some pre-made dough. We're going to put it on this board that we've sprinkled with flour, and then we're just going to roll this out into a square or a rectangle. We're going to just clean off the edges here so that we sort of have a straight edge to start out with. And I'm going to cut strips that are maybe 1 inch wide. Okay, so now we're going to pick up one of these strips. This is the fun part, where the strips sometimes fall apart a little bit. So what we're going to try and do is put these across the pie, and we're going to make a woven top to this pie. So I'm going to take a little bit of sugar and just sprinkle it on top, kind of to finish it off.
How much?
Oh, I just put a pinch, whatever was in my hand. Again, this is your taste. You can add a lot of sugar, you can add a little sugar. Okay, so now we're going to take these pies and we're going to put them in the oven at 350 for about 50 minutes to 1 hour. With the apple, you want to make sure the apples have cooked through. So it's when you put your knife in, does it feel like you're putting your knife through a lot of pieces of wood, or is it putting it through not quite butter but something soft?
So we have to wait for next 20 to 25 minutes?
No, 50 minutes to an hour.
50 minutes to an hour. तो हम इसको बेक करेंगे 350 डिग्री फ़ारेनहाइट पे और 50 to 60 मिनट्स के लिए, और हम हर 10 से 15 मिनट के बाद चेक कर सकते हैं, और अगर नहीं होता तो उसके बाद उसको मज़ीद टाइम दे सकते हैं.